Ivanka Trump was a constant presence during her father's presidency, serving as both a White House advisor as well as a loyal supporter on the campaign trail. But there are plenty of reasons why she may be done with politics this time around. In 2022, after Donald Trump formally announced that he was running for president again, the public naturally wondered whether Ivanka Trump would be involved. After all, Ivanka actively worked to re-elect her father during his 2020 campaign and also served as an advisor during his administration.
Today, my focus is really just moving to Washington, traveling around the country, and listening.
Ivanka set the record straight very early on, telling Fox News, "I love my father very much. This time around, I am choosing to prioritize my young children and the private life we are creating as a family. I do not plan to be involved in politics." It's common for public figures to make statements regarding their futures and later recant them, but the former first daughter seems to be firm in her decision. Although Ivanka has no intention of returning to politics, she likewise has no regrets about the time she spent as an advisor to the president. She told Fox News, "I am grateful to have had the honor of serving the American people and will always be proud of many of our administration's accomplishments." With the 2024 campaign season well underway, Donald Trump has been traveling the country rallying his supporters.
Hello, everybody. Get ready for a milkshake. You got plenty of it. All right.
Days before the Iowa caucuses, which serve as the official kickstart to primary season, the former president visited multiple cities in the state, and in mid-March he was in Ohio. Meanwhile, Ivanka has been traveling around the country too, just not to the same locations. In January, the former first daughter and her husband, Jared Kushner, were in California attending an event with Kim Kardashian. Later that month, Ivanka made an appearance in her former home state of New York. The working mom has left the country too. She and Kushner traveled to India to celebrate the pre-wedding events for Anant Ambani, the son of billionaire Mukesh Ambani. Ivanka posted several pictures of the wedding on Instagram, writing in the caption, "Sending warm wishes to Anant and Radhika for endless happiness and love as they embark on this wonderful adventure together." Business has been a cornerstone of the Trump family for years. Long before Donald Trump entered the political arena, he was famous for his numerous real estate developments, particularly in New York City. Once his children were old enough, they joined Donald in his efforts, thus continuing the family's legacy. Ivanka spent over a decade working for her father's company, the Trump Organization, but she eventually stepped down from her position to work alongside him in the White House. The former first daughter has also had business ventures outside her immediate family, including owning a fashion brand. However, during Ivanka's time in politics, she closed it. Now, with a few years of separation between her and her time in Washington, D.C., Ivanka is free to get involved in several other private business ventures. A source told Page 6 she is doing some private sector investments. She is focused on things she believes in and cares about. Business and politics famously don't mix, and if she's found success in her new avenues, it's more reason to believe that Ivanka won't be returning to politics. Ivanka's husband, Jared Kushner, also played a key role in Donald Trump's administration. He served as a senior advisor to the president for Trump's entire presidency, even notably assisting him with negotiating the Abraham Accords. However, he similarly does not intend to join Donald in the White House again if he's re-elected in 2024. He told Axios,
I've been very clear that my desire at this phase of my life is to focus on my firm. I've really enjoyed the opportunity as a family to be out of the spotlight.
Like his wife, Kushner has been actively working in the private sector since exiting the political sphere. The businessman founded the investment firm Affinity Partners. Affinity has made headlines since its inception thanks to investing in luxury real estate in Europe and the Middle East and securing billions in funding from Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Critics have often wondered how Ivanka and Kushner really make their money, but it seems like they're doing just fine. One major hallmark of Donald Trump's presidential campaign is his campaign rallies. No matter what else is happening in his life, Donald holds his loud rallies, which are reportedly attended by thousands of supporters. However, Ivanka has yet to attend one of her father's 2024 campaign rallies. There doesn't seem to be any bad blood between Donald and Ivanka, though. In a December 2022 post on his social media site, Truth Social, the former president wrote, "I never asked Jared or Ivanka to be part of the 2024 campaign for president, and in fact, specifically asked them not to do it. Too mean and nasty with the fake and corrupt news and having to deal with some absolutely horrendous sleazebags in the world of politics and beyond." During the White House years, Ivanka and Jared lived in the nation's capital. But once Donald Trump's presidency ended, the family moved from Washington, D.C. to Miami, initially renting a multi-million-dollar condominium. Just a couple of years later, they moved into a newly constructed Florida mansion. The Kushners' initial move from Washington, D.C. signified the closing chapter of their time in politics, and the completion of their new home cemented it. According to those close to her, Ivanka is much more content living in Miami and focusing on her family and business ventures. A source told People in 2024 she is very happy living her best life. She left politics totally in the rearview mirror, and so this time around, even if her dad is the leading Republican candidate, she basically doesn't care. She told him when he said he was going to run again that she didn't want to be involved. Evidently, regardless of what happens in the future, Ivanka's decision is final.